Hello there, Rita West here with a ramblings of a redheaded stepchild while I'm driving. I am actually in Pennsylvania. I am on my way down to pick up a bench that I was having made for the bench meet back in September, but the guy that was making it hurt his hand while he was making the bench. I felt so bad, but he's finally, literally had to have surgery on his hand and everything, so he got better and finished making it, so I'm going to pick it up now. Sam Coons makes the best equipment ever. I don't know how much he's making it now. He's also a state trooper here in Pennsylvania, so so I'm out on the open highway right now, and I've got about another hour left of driving, and I was sitting here pretending I know how to dance. That's all I got, though. I don't know what I'm doing. So a little progress update, right? Everyone has been, I say everybody, like I am just assuming everybody, right, has been following what's going on with my breast augmentation. So, you know what, and it kind of seems funny probably to some people, definitely to myself a little bit, to be talking about it and updating the world about it, right? But the reason why I started doing that was because, first of all, as a female bodybuilder, when I first had it done, as a female power lifter, even, it was kind of a little off for the doctors, and there's a lot of females out there that want to get it done, but they're waiting to be done with their sport, or they're not sure if the shirt's gonna pop, whatever, you know what I mean? And so, being a female bodybuilder, I also knew that there was some women who might have questions, even just regular women that aren't like in a sport or anything, whatever, that have a lot of questions about things. And since a lot of people tend to follow me, I figured that I would just throw out what's going on with my situation, especially since there's been a couple of bumps, and just put it out there. So if anyone had any questions, maybe it helps, maybe it spurs some other questions, maybe it helps give ideas, who knows. But so I had wound up having a complication on one side, where it had developed a hematoma, so I had to go in for a second surgery to have that removed. That was back, I want to say on the 6th of January, I had that done. And they put a tube in to let the rest of any remaining blood drain, and I've been going back weekly, hoping every week to get it taken out. And I was just back there yesterday, and again, it is still in, but at least it has gotten to a point now where if it's draining less than a certain amount for 2 to 3 days in a row, I can go in early. My next appointment's next Tuesday, but I can go in early and they'll just take it out. So I'm at that point now, and it has dropped, thank God, because I've heard other women talk about how, it got infected, this and that happened, they had to have it removed. Oh, that would just be terrible. So it has dropped and settled down a little bit. It's still a little bit tight, so it's a little bit swollen in there, which the doctor said was normal for having had another surgery in it, but it's the same size and shape as the other one now, so I've already put some pictures out there. They're beautiful. And so now, not only that, so that's the update on the boobs, but I had originally intended to take this month to put on a little more mass, as much more mass as I could before starting a prep January 29th for New York Pro. Obviously, I had to push that back, and I have been having to push it back because of the surgeries, and I have not been lifting because I did, pick up a weight a couple times the first time, and my doctor yelled at me, plus with just all of the, I don't want to mess anything up. I paid a lot of money for this, and they look great. I really want them to just do what they got to do, and to be honest, it was just gravy. And I'm not done putting on size, but I did kind of commit to doing the show to myself, and I'd like to do that. So, not going to have that time in January to put towards putting on much more or any more mass. I really am not. I'm not even allowed to do cardio yet. So, and my prep is supposed to start January 29th, and that's 16 weeks out. So, we're coming up on that kind of fast. And so, what I've decided to do is to just resign to this is my starting point. InBody has my lean mass right now up at 91, and I think 90 was the highest I ever even got to as a powerlifter. So I did put a decent amount of mass on. So now, of course, the focus on this prep, which I'm doing by myself, no coach. Now my focus, and who knows what's going to happen at the end, okay? But my focus, so on my past preps, I've always done a really great job. By the end, I'm super shredded, dry, conditioned, whatever. But I have always sacrificed muscle at the end. And so my focus is going to be on really adapting my diet to... I've been doing some research, I have some ideas, and I feel like I'm going to try some manipulation with my diet to keep the eating up, to keep me fuller, what I'm eating, the timing of my eating, the timing of my cardio. Now, that just sounds like a regular bodybuilding prep, right? But I'm just saying that I'm doing this without a coach. So I have some ideas on how this will work for me based on past preps and some things that I've noticed and changes I made that I saw some positive results from. So, focus on this prep is going to be getting to that show without sacrificing the muscle, okay? So who knows? I'm not really sure, and I guess it's possible I might be a couple percentage, my body fat might be a percentage or two higher, or maybe I won't be quite. I think that the dry shredded part will be just the same, but even if, I was at 4%, according to a bot in body anyway, I was at 4% my last show. I could definitely be carrying a little more fat and still do well at a show. So, ultimately, of course, I am going to try and get that fat off. That's part of my whole, some of this theory that I've got going on in my head right now. So we'll see how it works out. But, so basically, I'm considering this my starting point, which isn't a bad place to start. But I'm going to start changing my diet around now. So I have, what is today? Today is the 18th and the 29th, 11 days. So not even 2 weeks before prep starts. So I'm going to use the time from now till then to just kind of start doing like a transition diet, It's not like I've been eating as much as I want all over the place. I've had an idea of what I'm eating, but I've been, eating more to put on weight, or mass, whatever. So I'm going to start dialing it back. Not completely, not going contest prep yet, but want to make sure that my body's on schedule for 6 meals a day, and and start knowing exactly how much I'm getting in me and the timing of it, and just prepare myself so that when I do switch over to contest diet, I might drop it a little bit more, but so just do a little bit of a transition into it, and then we'll get started with this prep for the New York Pro. I've never even seen a New York Pro in person yet. Certainly haven't done one, and to be honest, it's actually my first pro show that's not a strength show. So I'm kind of excited to try something different, and this one's a little closer to home, so that'll be cool. And looking forward to hopefully, I know that last year's New York Pro didn't quite have the attendance that it usually does, but it looks like they've done some changes. Looking at the schedule for this year's shows, it looks like there's been some changes. So, and I know that some shows have dropped out. I don't know if it had, Indie Pro. There is no more Indie Pro. So, maybe we'll have more women in there, hopefully, right? And I will keep everyone up to date on my prep, of course, because once I start leaning out, everybody is going. I'm just gonna have to be showing everybody what I look like every day, and so this will be fun. If you have any questions, let me know. You could always slip a comment or a question in the comments below the video, and I'll address it. Check me out on Instagram at boss.bitch.x, and you could also go to my website, which I'm kind of changing some things around. So the Boss Bitch brand clothing line has been moved over to the Boss Bitch website. So boss.bitch.x.com is the website. You can get a little bit of everything, training, contact forms, content links, the clothes shop. It's all right there. So I think that's it, and I will talk to you later. Bye.